Welcome to Bad Gear, the show about the world's most hated audio tools. When taken out of historical context, it might currently seem like a bunch of big companies are stealing the ideas of a Swiss/German/Chinese innovator and trying to amateurishly emulate them in digital form to make a quick buck. Today we are going to talk about Korg Multipoly, this virtual analog synth and Raspberry Pi in disguise, asking you politely to take it out of its misery. Not only looks like an AI-generated picture-to-CAD rendering conversion process gone wrong, it also comes with more features than a marketing blurb can handle. At the first glance, Multipoly is ticking all the Chaos King Wave OP tribe state with a twist of O1W boxes. More plastic than the North Atlantic garbage patch polyphony. And multitimbrality are worthy of a late 90s rompler. You can modulate parameters with Pong physics. And after all I've heard about the aftertouch-less keypad of the keyboard version, you might be better off with Korg's little synth module workaround. You will find trace elements of its ancestors' glory in the synth's classic oscillators with their traditional yet morphable waveforms, including a Minimoog-ish shark fin, but the Wavetable oscillators are missing the dual mode of the more specialized Modwave. You can load your own Wavetables though, apply different forms of Wavetable sound destruction, and the wave shaping oscillators go far beyond the usual West Coast flatulences. 4 oscillators of your choice can be made subject to sync and XMod, mixed with noise and a dedicated ring mod sound source. All this will be put through a dual filter section which, according to the manufacturer, has been rewritten. You can run it in stereo, and in addition to the usual suspects, you will find other classic models like the new Sam-style algorithm. Speaking of chasing the analog dragon, Korg even included VCA emulations of their classics, and drive goes to 11. The 4 loopable envelopes are a little deeper than they might appear, and chances are you won't run out of LFOs anytime soon. If you had the pleasure to work with one of its older siblings, you won't be a stranger to the menu-divey yet powerful mod matrix, which allows for Eurorec-grade madness with its upgraded modulation processes. The similarly overpowered FX section received a little makeover too, and lets you implement vintage distortion tones and Leslie warbles. With all those 21st century amenities in mind, we shouldn't forget about the layer rotate feature, an homage to the 1982 Monopoly, which allows you to cycle through the 4 layers. Combining it with a global Arpeggiator makes sound design almost too easy. The tried and tested macro knobs are great for controlling complex multitimbral creations, especially when combined with sophisticated mod wheel Kaoss pad routings, and pre-recorded tweaks from the motion sequencer. You can just hit randomize and call it a day too. As we are talking about cheating, feel free to download the official editor software and maybe even save a few $100 and opt for the plugin version. After a series of somewhat underwhelming instruments, Korg released yet another roided up virtual analog synth. Is it worthy of its great legacy? You have already heard Multipoly in today's intro tune. I can totally work with that. Let's start this on a more relaxed note with a little preset surfing. Pleasantly surprised. The modern digital sheen fits the classic tones nicely, there is polyphony galore, and the sounds are versatile and easily tweakable. The menu system, on the other hand, seems a little archaic, but no deal breaker if you're familiar with similar Korg synths. Time for a little deep dive into the instrument's sound design possibilities. Another Korg synth that is a better drum machine than Drumlog. What is more, Multipoly excels at cinematic tones, and the Wavefolding Oscillator is a nice alternative if you don't want to tweak filter cutoff for once. The overhauled FX section allows for polished tones that will certainly come in handy in a jam or live situation. I wanna know how well they perform in an actual mix like this mildly monotonous multiverse of more than makeshift music-making memorabilia. Verdict: Multipoly sounds like a modern plugin, because it is. It is deep, versatile, and although it comes with a certain learning curve, it is less intimidating than its more specialized siblings. However, the UI, while certainly helpful, is not ideal for keeping track of its complex inner workings, and given the plasticky look and feel, you might want to wait for a future SE version. Manufacturers like Korg remind me of the Marvel franchise. Over-reliance on former glory, real innovation is left to smaller companies, but as soon as they release something that isn't inherently dysfunctional, a product nobody asked for a reason, or derivative slop obviously conceived in the boardroom, we, the true fans, are more than willing to buy the overpriced tickets. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Feel free to like, subscribe, become a patron and use one of the links down below that support the channel regardless of what your bad gear gas commands you to buy.